Or my fault, YouTube. We trying. Twitch is tweaking right now. We trying to fix it. I don't know why it doesn't want to let me. Doesn't want to let my YouTube work right now. I'm sorry, not my YouTube, my Twitch. Hold up. I fucked this up. All right, it says we live on Twitch now. Let's see if it is. I don't know what's going on Twitch, man. We trying to. I'm trying to see if it's like my laptop is tweaking, if Twitch is tweaking. I'm trying to figure this out
rather than
so
taking many chances,
I
as
can
match
like have
markets
some
Crawford.
assurance that I know if it's my setup is tweaking, if it's the website.
Then you chat. How the fuck you get to the menu?
But I appreciate y'all patience really quick while we try to figure this shit out. Video download was canceled. Yeah, this shit is tripping. I ain't gonna lie, man. But you know, I ain't gonna lie, man. We grinded on Twitch right now, so I can't even jump to YouTube. I gotta tell YouTube, yo, I'm gonna drop a video on this channel, on the A on the Beat channel. I'm gonna drop 2 videos, one with my studio tour and one just with the just chatting, whatever we're talking about today. But I can't abandon my Twitch following. I gotta make sure my Twitch is straight, and we're gonna come back around and make sure YouTube's straight. But we gonna stay consistent with the Twitch, and I'm gonna just upload over here to YouTube, man. Cause shit, actually, nah, I got a nigga watching. I ain't gonna lie, I got a nigga watching on YouTube right now. But shit, I ain't gonna lie. I already know YouTube's probably gonna. It's only a matter of time for they track my ass up. Twitch only a matter of time until they track my ass up too, though. I feel like YouTube is definitely better to be hot on. So I ain't gonna lie. We gonna rock with YouTube for today. Twitch, we gonna get right in the future, man. I don't know why Twitch is tweaking. We ain't fucking with Twitch today. They don't want. I guess there's something with restream. They ain't fucking with it. It's all good. We'll figure that shit out later. But for right now, we just gonna rock with YouTube. We gonna get the studio tour underway, man. Once again, y'all check out my last single, Moon Rocks. That shit just dropped. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning in here. Gonna go grab some Lysol wipes right now, and let me grab them. And then we're gonna start the tour, man. Make sure my phone's charged. All right, got some Lysol wipes. So look, I'm gonna do a quick little cleaning and do a little studio tour for y'all at the same time. I think probably the main thing is in my studio that really, I think, define it for what I need it for, and give me like the supreme flexibility we have to acknowledge in today's day and age. Most important thing is probably my computer, my desk, and for me, I would say it's a tie between my piano and my microphones in terms of getting what I need out of this room. Nowadays, you can do a lot. You know, a friend of mine asked me how you start a studio or how you start recording music. I should do a video on how to start recording music. I know there's already a lot of videos out there, but I want to do one. The way to start recording music is just to have something to record with. That's really all you need. I started on a Tascam little field recorder that you would just hold, and I would go play different instruments. I play the drums, the keyboard, the bass, and record all these songs. I'd record all the parts to just one instrument, tracking the whole way through. Then I'd come back and overdub, and that's how I started. That's how I started recording music. So for me, everything has just been an evolution since then of being able to record different instruments in the room at the same time, either at the same time or just track them individually. But nowadays there's so many ways you can do it, you know, so it's really just about finding what works best for you, and also just learning what people did in the past to make the records and the songs that you love listening to. That's also a big part of it, is just learning what works for other people, and taking things that can work for you. You know, that's really important. One really important thing is to try to keep your space clean, which is something I need to get better at. That's what I'm working on right now. Cleaning up my space, just coming back from vacation. Not really an excuse. It's not easy, but it is important. It's not easy, but it is important to try to keep your space organized and clean so that you can just come right in and sit down and focus on the work at hand and the task, and get straight to your tools. So that's why I'm really actually glad. It feels satisfying to sit here and just wipe things down and clean and get this space looking neat again. So this is like a multifunctional space I have here. It's a very small space, but I get so much value out of this space that I absolutely love every square inch that I have. You can see I have a grand piano in here. I have a 32 channel mixing console in here. Um, and I got my synthesizers, which I value. So I really have everything I need. I have my microphones for recording, like, you know, pretty decent audio in here. And really, it's just a place to just come in and be creative and just focus on sound, you know, focus on listening and focus on the music, you know. So I'm really grateful I get to come in here every day and create. But let's get, you know, fast forward through all that and get to the actual stuff in here, the gear and how it works, how it's connected. So let's start with the central hub, which is, I'm gonna start with the central hub, which is my computer, and just give you a very brief overview, because everything ultimately connects to my computer, right? And it goes through my computer. And then I'll get to my analog mixer and then show you what's connected to my analog mixer. I think that was like the most straightforward way to do it. Or maybe it would make more sense to start with the analog mixer and then talk about my computer, which is technically just like the medium that we're recording to instead of to tape or to, you know, vinyl. We're recording to digital files, you know, WAV files in the computer. But beyond all that, let's begin. Let's begin, shall we? Let me see if I can get this camera set up here. Okay. Yeah, but my camera's about to die. Shit. I can't. Where are my chargers at? Okay, finally we made it here. The very long-winded studio tour. Yay. Okay, my computer. You see I have two monitors here on this wonderful standing desk. This thing goes up and down because if I don't want to sit here all day, I can stand. So my desk changes, but my computer is actually down in this box right here. I actually built this. Let me see. Can I turn the light on? Hold up. Oh dang! I don't think I could turn the flashlight on.